everybody. Okay, so yesterday seemed like a whirlwind, so today's a little slower, which I like. Okay, so I know it was pretty good today. We're still in France, which is starting to get on my nerves, but at least they have some stories and there's some development. So, all right. Um, Kane is still convinced that Nick wants to unalive him, which is so stupid because Kane and Nick were friends at some point, so why would he want to do that? I mean, there's no competition of any sort. It just makes no sense. Okay, the more sensible person might be Lily, but even she has no point because, well, um, if you consider that they were together and then divorced, and now she was with Damien until he unexpectedly unalived, she might have more motive to unalive Kane in a matter of defense. You know what I mean? But Nick doesn't have that, so whatever. But I'll tell you, okay, you mess with the Newmans, you're gonna get hurt because now poor Kane has it coming from both sides of Nikki, his mother, says, if you mess with my family, you better be prepared. And then Victor says when he found out from Michael Baldwin, his lawyer, whether or not they have spats or not, that, Kane basically detained Nick against his will. Um, Victor was not okay with that in the least. And he says, you let him go now or you're going to face the consequences. But like in that stern Victor way that says, don't mess with me. So yeah, Kane, I would watch out with that. um, okay, kind of a side note here, but I really think they're trying to put together Nick and Sharon again, which, okay, follow me. Follow my logic for a minute here. Um, Nick and Sharon have this weird ass history, okay? Of they're together and then they're not, and then they're together again and whatever. And also put aside, like side by side, that every time they're with somebody else, it never works with this somebody else. Okay, you have to put that with it. Okay, all right. So that's one piece. The other piece is for the last month or so, as long as they've been in France, and probably a little before that, I just got the vibe they're trying to put them back together because they keep putting them in scenes together. And no, not every time that they do that does that mean they're trying to put the couple together. But in this case, yes. Now, I don't know how long this whole thing is going to take, but mark my word, they're trying to put the couple back together. Okay? Because if they were going to try to put Nick and Phyllis back together, it would have been done already. And plus, I have a sneaking suspicion that they're trying to put Phyllis and Kane together. Because, oh, and my justification for that is that no matter what Kane does, Phyllis is always on his defense, like right away. So, you know, okay. Um, okay, so besides that, um, yeah, that was pretty much it today. Okay, so, and of course, Michael Baldwin and Lauren Finmore Baldwin made an appearance. And yeah, so you know how they've been married as characters forever. So they have the ability to bounce ideas off each other. And Michael was talking to her and saying that he thinks that and what his whole idea is. And I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. So Michael Baldwin is smart. He's always been smart. Um, he he has this weird like father son like bond with Victor because his apparently his relationship with his own father was not so good. So he's been willing to put himself in other circumstances that he wouldn't usually do for nobody else but Victor. So there's that part of it. But otherwise, you know, um, yeah. So I don't know. Once again, I don't know how long they're gonna be in France. I don't know how long it's gonna be until the next stories. Oh, side note. Okay. Kyle and Audra. I told you about how Kyle stopped it and whatever. So his whole point now is to prove to Victor that Audra fell through on her end of the deal. She didn't make him fall back in love with her or whatever the hell. So that didn't work out. Um, okay. Then furthermore, we got a glimpse into the deal that Kyle made with Victor. The deal is if Kyle ever breaks Claire's heart or hurts her, he's gonna pay Kyle's gonna pay Victor $5 million and leave Genoa City. So keep that in mind. So if there's ever a plot where Kyle says he's gonna leave Genoa City, that's the reason why. Just remember that. Mark the date and remember that. Um, okay. Yeah, now I covered it all. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, yeah. We're still in a holding pattern here. Sorry, folks, but that's how it is. Okay. Bye, everybody.